Dear students, in this class we are going to discuss about ideal transformer. In the last class we discussed about transformers. What is transformer? Transformer is a static device used to transfer electrical energy from one place to another place, that is one circuit to another circuit without changing the frequency. What is meant by ideal transformer? The ideal transformer has the following characteristics. First one is zero leakage flux. There will be no leakage flux between primary winding and secondary winding. All the flux produced in the primary winding linking with the secondary winding, so there will be no leakage flux. That is the first assumption of the ideal transformer. That is the first characteristics of the ideal transformer. That is the fluxes produced by the primary and secondary currents are confined within the core. Then second one is the winding have no resistance. The winding have no resistance. Therefore, the induced voltages equal to applied voltages. Therefore, the induced voltages equal to applied voltages since the primary winding and secondary winding have no resistance. Then the core has infinite permeability. The core has infinite permeability. That is, reluctance of the core is 0. That is, the reluctance of the core is 0. Then negligible current is required to establish magnetic flux. Negligible current is required to establish the magnetic flux. And next one is lossless magnetic core. There will be no hysteresis or eddy current loss. It is the ideal characteristics of transformers. Then take the diagram in which V1 is supply voltage. It is the core type transformer. V1 is supply voltage. I1 is no load input current. First one is the primary coil. So V1 is the supply voltage. I1 is the no load input current. And V2 is the output voltage and I2 is the output current. See the diagram. V1 is supply voltage. I1 is no load input current. V2 is output voltage, I2 is output current. And Im is magnetizing current, E1 is self-induced EMF, E2 is mutually induced EMF. Let us consider N1 is number of turns in the primary winding, N2 is number of turns in the secondary winding, and pi m is the maximum flux, that is maximum flux in the core in Webers. Then according to the formula, phi m is equal to Bm into A. B is equal to phi by A, therefore phi m is equal to Bm into A. That is, phi is flux, B is flux density and A is area of the core. Phi m is the maximum flux, Bm is the flux density, A is the area of the core. See the diagram in which pi m is the maximum flux, pi is equal to pi m sin omega t. F is equal to frequency of AC input hertz. E1 equal to EMF induced in the primary and E2 is EMF induced in the secondary. Again I will repeat. Let us consider N1 is number of turns in the primary winding, N2 is number of turns in the secondary winding, phi m is the maximum flux in the core in Webers, that is pi m is equal to Bm into A, F is equal to frequency of AC input in hertz, E1 is EMF induced in the primary, E2 is EMF induced in the secondary. As shown in the figure, flux increases from its zero value to the maximum value phi m in 1/4 of the cycle, that is in 1/4 second. See the diagram. At 1/4 f the flux will be maximum, that is pi m. Average rate of change of flux equal to pi m divided by 1/4 f. Pi m divided by 1/4 f since the maximum flux will occur at the 1/4 of frequency. Therefore, average rate of change of flux equal to pi m divided by 1/4 f. Therefore, 4f into pi m Webers per second or voltage. Average rate of change of flux equal to 4f pi m. So, average EMF per turn 4f into pi m. Average EMF per turn equal to 4f into pi m. Average rate of change of flux equal to average EMF per turn. That is, according to Faraday's law of electromagnetics induction, the EMF is proportional to rate of change of flux. Therefore, EMF per turn is equal to 4f pi m volt. If flux pi m varies sinusoidally, then RMS value of induced EMF is obtained by multiplying the average value with the form factor. So, we have to convert the RMS value of induced voltage EMF is obtained by multiplying the average value with the form factor. The above equation is the average value of EMF per turn. So, now we are going to find out the value of RMS value. It is obtained by multiplying the average value with the form factor. Form factor is 1.11. That is, form factor equal to RMS value divided by average value, that is equal to 1.11. Therefore, RMS value of EMF per turn equal to 1.114 f into pi m. Therefore, 4.44 f into pi m volts. Now RMS value of the induced EMF in the whole primary winding is equal to induced EMF per turn into number of primary turns. Now the RMS value of induced EMF in the whole primary winding is equal to induced EMF per turn into number of primary turns. Therefore the equation becomes E1 equal to 4.44 F into N1 into pi m. E1 equal to 4.44 F into N1 into pi m. 1.11 is the power factor. 4 into n pi is the average rate of change of flux linkage. We have to convert the average value into RMS value. Therefore 1.11 into 4 into F into N1 into pi m is gives the E1 RMS value. Therefore E1 equal to 4.44 F into N1 into pi m. If you replace the pi m by Pm into A, E1 equal to 4.44 F into N1 into Pm into A. This is the EMF equation induced in the primary winding. Similarly, the RMS value of EMF induced in secondary winding is E2 is equal to 4.44 F into N2 into pi m. For E1, the number of turns will be N1. For E2, number of turns will be N2. Therefore, E2 equal to replace the pi m by Pm into A. E2 equal to 4.44 F into N2 into Bm into A. So, it is seen from the 1 and 2 equation. That is, 1 is the primary winding voltage. That is E1 equal to 4.44 F into N1 into Bm into A. Then secondary winding voltage E2 4.44 F into N2 Bm A. By dividing these two equations, E1 divided by N1 equal to E2 divided by N2. E1 divided by N1 equal to E2 divided by N2. Therefore, it is equal to 4.44 F into pi m. E1 divided by N1 equal to E2 divided by N2 equal to 4.44 F into pi m. Then ratio of transformer. First one is voltage ratio, second one is current ratio, and third one is volt ampere ratio. First voltage ratio. E1 equal to 4.44 F into pi m into N1. E2 equal to 4.44 F into pi m into N2. Therefore, E2 divided by E1 equal to N2 divided by N1. Secondary winding voltage divided by primary winding voltage E2 divided by E1 equal to number of turns in secondary windings divided by number of turns in primary winding. That is E2 divided by E1 equal to N2 divided by N1. That is equals to the turns ratio K. That is the transformation ratio or trans ratio, that is equal to K. Therefore, E2 equal to K into E1, K equal to N2 divided by N1. That is equal to E2 divided by E1. That is called as voltage ratio. Then current ratio. V2 by V1 equal to I1 by I2, that is equal to K. V2 by V1 equal to I1 by I2, that is equal to K. That is the current ratio. Then volt. Let us see the example for the ideal transformer. The maximum flux density in the core of 240 divided by 2400 volt. That is primary voltage is 240, secondary voltage is 2400 volt. 50 Hz, F is equal to 50 Hz. Single phase transformer is 1 Weber per meter squared. That is the maximum flux density Bm is equal to 1 Weber per meter squared. If the EMF per turn is 8 volt, then determine primary and secondary turns. Second one is area of the core. So we have to find out the value of N1 and N2 and area A. First write the given data. The Bm is given as 1 Weber per meter squared and the E1 is 240 volt, E2 is 2400 volt, F is equal to 50 Hz. And EMF per turn equal to 8 volt. EMF per turn, E per turn equal to ET, that is equal to 8 volt. F is equal to 50 Hz. Now the formula is E1 equal to ET into N1. E1 equal to ET into N1. From that we can find out the value of N1. Then from N1 by N2 equal to E1 by E2, we can find out the value of N2. N1 by N2 equal to E1 by E2. N1 is 30 and N2 we have to find, and E1 is 240, E2 is 2400 volt. From which N2 is equal to 300 turns. So N1 equal to 30 turns, N2 equal to 300 turns. Now we are going to find out the value of area. For area, we have to go to the EMF equation. The EMF equation is E1 equal to 4.44 pi m into F into N1. E1 equal to 4.44 pi m into F into N1. E1 is 240, 4.44 pi m. We already know the value of pi m. And F is equal to 50 Hz, N1 is 30 turns. Therefore, pi m is equal to 0.03636 Webers. 0.03636 Webers. So from which we can find out the value of area by using the formula Bm. Bm is equal to phi m divided by A. Therefore area is equal to pi m divided by Bm, that is equal to 0.03636 meters squared. So 0.03636 meters squared is the area of the core. Again I will repeat the formula. So first we have to use the formula E1 equal to ET into N1, from which we can find out the value of N1. Then from the formula N1 divided by N2 is equal to E1 divided by E2, we can find out the value of N2. Then by EMF equation E1 equal to 4.44 pi m into F into N1, we can find the value of pi m. Then Bm equal to pi m into A, then we will find the value of A, that is equal to pi m divided by Bm. The answer is 0.03636 meter square. Therefore the final answers are N1 is 30, N2 is 300 and area is 0.03636 meter squared. Thank you.